Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. And today, of course, is the last day of the month, your last opportunity to close a few sales. And then tomorrow we start a whole new month. Now, last night, I introduced some new posting tactics and strategies that you all can be using in the month of February. And we've expanded a number of existing tactics that about 10 of my coaching students have been playing with over the last 60 days, and the results have been off the chart. Now we're opening it up to more people. I mean, I knew when we started to use it that the results would be spectacular. And now we're going to open it up to everybody that's in boot camp. So our February boot camp starts on the 9th, but you don't have to wait until the 9th. As soon as you register, you can get started. So the bottom line is that these tactics employ moving images, video, GIFs that produce immediate results and puts you ahead of your competition. So let me just take a look in the chat window. Let's see who's here. And if any of you have any questions, please type them in the chat. And I especially am thrilled that more and more students from years ago are coming back. Yesterday, Fred Holmes, who has made millions in network marketing, was one of the top leaders in Zija, showed up last night. We visited afterwards, and he's thrilled and excited to re-engage in network marketing. So you're going to hear a lot about him and a lot from him. So the bottom line at the end of the day, it's all about conversation. It's all about who are you talking to. The landscape changes all the time. Jackie will be happy to jump in and look at some of those conversations. Let me just share one thing with you. And you know, not only are Facebook and LinkedIn changing all the time, but things are happening every day that are going to affect the landscape of who you're looking to talk to. And in the middle of all of your activity, you have to keep in mind that every day people are going to hit you, they're going to hit your prospects up with connection requests. And as soon as you connect, they want to invite you to get on a call, check my schedule, blah, 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 blah. You want unlimited funnel builds. Wow. Unlimited funnels. It would be interesting if you needed a funnel to be successful in your business. But here's what I wanted to show you. I'm going to come up here. Bed Bath and Beyond. So you go over to LinkedIn, you do a search for Bed Bath and Beyond, and then you go over here to people. And we'll come down here and we'll look. And so there are roughly 54,000 people. Catch that number, 54,000 people that are connected with Bed Bath and Beyond, were in Bed Bath and Beyond. And yesterday, Bed Bath and Beyond announced they're shutting down. They're shutting down. So whether there are people that are looking for an opportunity that are connected with Bed Bath and Beyond, or people who are connected with Bed Bath and Beyond right now, everybody in Bed Bath and Beyond is looking for an opportunity. So let's get more specific, okay? So let's say you're looking for somebody in Bed Bath and Beyond in sales. You got 28,000 people. 28,000 people. And you've got leaders, sales managers, a district manager. District managers oversee a district. Okay, so let's take a look and see how long has he been with Bed Bath and Beyond? Well, he's been with Bed Bath and Beyond for 2 years. Before that, he was a district manager for Swarovski Crystals. He started out in retail as a store manager in Old Navy. And so in the upcoming bootcamp, we're going to share with you strategies on how you connect with, how you find these people, how you talk to these people, because believe me, this guy knows all about network marketing. But here's the power. Depending upon his situation, if the store that he's in, everybody, they're all closed. So there's a series of questions that you need to ask. How many stores does he supervise? How many managers does he know? How many people in his line of work are looking for an opportunity? They're all looking for an opportunity. All of them. If this doesn't float your boat, if you don't get excited about this, then you might as well hop off. Okay, you might as well hop off. You know, watch the news. Or go do something productive. But anybody that is serious about building a network marketing business that is not acting on this, well, don't tell me you're serious. That's the tip for today. I'm going to pop down here. We're going to log in. And the beautiful thing about all of this is every week there are new people. Every week. If you're struggling financially and you're not making any money, what are you waiting for? Find a network marketing company that you can get excited about and go to work, because network marketing has always been about talking to people. Share your opportunity with people that you know in advance are looking for something. My God, What could possibly be holding you back? So we're going to pop over here. And
Oh, yes. Hello.
hey, good morning, Jackie.
I'm
So-
excited today because I've got lots of people wanting to talk for the first time.
Well, and keep in mind that I mean, you're just jumping into this. It's not like you've been on LinkedIn for years and you have thousands of people to choose from. Well, you have
Yeah, I have 36.
right. But see, even though you're just getting started, it doesn't matter how many people you're connected to. I had a student that enrolled. The first person that he sent a friend request to on Facebook was somebody that went to his high school. They hadn't talked in 40 years. So let's take a look at who we're looking at. Anyone?
Monica.
Monica.
So she wants to know what products and services does my fast growing business offer? And I don't know how much to say.
Well, and I have to tell you, I am so, this is Jackie, this is a reason that you're going to go to the top very, very quickly. Because you waited. Okay. We're going to jump into some accounts this morning and we're going to see people that responded to something like this and just messed up the whole thing.
Well, that's why I wrote to you, but I decided I got to do something. If you just scroll up a tiny bit and see what I said to her.
Well, first, let's look at her profile.
Yeah. We looked at this. Yeah.
Yeah. So growth mentor, developing you to enjoy more freedom, location freedom. And so the thing that you want to know about everybody is, well, what do you do? And we'll come down here. So she's telling everybody what she did. She's talking a little bit about her history. Vision, freedom, self-employed, entrepreneur. All right, now, the question that you want to know when you're talking to anybody is, what do you do? Now, over here, she says she's a self-employed entrepreneur, a leader in a global company. Leader in a global company. I notice that you're a leader in a global company. What's the name of the company? So she comes back. I really like the freedom coach expression. So one of the companies she works with is Beachbody. And the other company focuses on creating financial time, location, freedom on a bigger scale, but she doesn't tell you the name. So are these important to you? Do you have any vehicles to get you there? So during one of these sessions, we jumped in. Financial and time freedom have always been important to me. That's why I do what I do. Now, we said, I'm very familiar with Beachbody. What's the name of the other company that you're working with? So that's great. Then we're on the same path. How are you creating financial time and freedom? She never answered your question.
No.
Okay.
But this was where I went off on my own. So tell me what you think.
Okay. I've been an online English teacher for 8 years now, and I also have a fast growing internet business. The world is your oyster. Okay. So are you working with a network marketing company, or do you have any experience?
Well, what
Okay.
should I have done?
Well, really, see, we asked her, what's the name of the other company that you're working with? She didn't answer.
Right.
So we just have to come back and ask the question again another way.
Okay.
So I also have a fast growing internet business. Now, the world is thanks to social networks like Facebook and LinkedIn, the world is your oyster. And the only difference down here is you would have asked again, what's the name of that other company that you're working with? Say, are you working with a network marketing company, or do you have any experience? It's kind of a silly question because you already know she's working with Beachbody.
But that's not network marketing, is it?
Well, it falls under that umbrella.
Okay.
It's considered a network marketing company. Their business model is along a different line. So let's see what you wrote back. Over 7 years.
And I didn't know that. I saw that slogan on that new contact of yours last
Okay,
night.
right.
And I thought that's a cool slogan. The world is your oyster.
Well, social networks are the great equalizer. Everybody has the same access to people.
Right.
So what product services does your fast growing internet business offer? So what we're going to do, the world is your oyster was a slogan on my website. Now, let's go over here and let's do a search. The world is your oyster gift.
Aren't you smart?
Yes, I am. So
Wow.
we're going to go over here and let's find some kind of an image.
I wouldn't have thought of this.
So we want to find something. Let's see. Now, this one's not moving, but we can certainly use it. Copy the image. Let's come back over here. Pop that in there. Send it to her. And then we'll go. Now, what products or services does your fast growing internet business offer? I'm working in the health and wellness space. Now, that's all you're going to do. And let's see what she says. Now, if she doesn't come back and give you the name of the company, okay, then let me put it over here. And this is from Monica. And we're going to use let's go here. And we're going to say, I'm curious, you know.
Okay.
Quid quo pro. Now, this is how fast it goes, folks. She saw it and she's writing back. You don't have time. Let's go look at somebody else and we'll see what she writes back. Who else we want to look at?
Okay. Which to choose? Diaz.
DIAZ.
Yeah, DIAZ. Yeah. So again, I'm flying here by the seat of my pants. Okay, so she wrote me a whole lot.
Okay. Let's see who you're talking to. See, what you have to do, you have so much information about the person on the other end. So we want to decide as early as possible, is this somebody that we want to talk to? Do we see some potential collaboration? So chartered financial planner. Come down. So she's been doing this for 6 years. Actually, she's been a financial planner for a long time. Okay, now, in general, if you're talking to someone that's been in a field for an extended period of time, a natural question, without coming across as being salesy, would be, in all the time that you've been a financial planner, what network marketing companies have you worked with? And there's a slick, smooth, easy way to bring it up where you're not coming across as being salesy. You're not asking the question to sell them something. You're asking the question to find out more about who they are, what you all do. So let's come back over to the message. I've been on LinkedIn for months. Okay, so she's trying to build, consulting individuals on ways to build up their financial health through financial investments. So how long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? Now, you never answered a question. So when somebody asks you, how long have you been on LinkedIn? Now, we told her up here, I'm new to LinkedIn and I recently made some amazing friends. How long have you been on LinkedIn? So it would have been appropriate for you to come back here and say, you know, I've only been on LinkedIn for a few weeks. And I am just blown away by the phenomenal professionals that I'm meeting. We're saying the same thing again, but we're paying her a compliment. Then you would have added this piece here. Now, just wondering how life in London, how life is in London these days. Now you see, you're going to notice a pattern. When you ask someone a question, they're just getting to know you. They'll answer the question and then they'll come back and ask you the same question just to keep the conversation going. Do they care? Not really. But, you know, for example, and I think she's got her last name is Diaz. Her first name is Joanna. But she's got it reversed for whatever reason. So, you know, Joanna, if you look at her profile, so she lists some pretty impressive schools as part of her education. Now, and she's in London. But does where she live really matter? The question that you want to ask somebody like this. Again, let's go back and look at her profile. Everything she has on here: financial planner, financial planner, financial planner. So she's been a financial planner for 21 years.
Right.
So a natural question to ask her would be, what prompted you to become a financial planner? Another interesting question would be, what did you do before you became a financial planner? Keeping the conversation on them. They will come back and ask you the same question about you. For example, Joanna, my favorite food's Italian. What's your favorite food? Now, that's an easy way to get somebody to respond. You're offering the information up about yourself, so the person on the other end is almost obligated to come back and give it to you. If you asked her out of the gate, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite food? Without offering that information about yourself, she'd probably tell you. Of course, the obvious question is, well, what do you want to know? But if you work that into the conversation and you ask her, what's your favorite kind of food? 85 to 90% of the people are going to come back and ask you what your favorite food is. So getting people to ask you about your business is not hard. In fact, it's easy. And one of the strategies that you could use is you could say, you know, many of the financial planners that I work with today are all working with a network marketing company to generate an additional stream of income. What network marketing companies have you worked with? Now, you might say, but I'm not working with any financial planners. Number one, you never want to lie. You never want to misrepresent yourself, and you don't have to. Because all you have to do is come up here. Let's do a search for financial planners. So there are roughly 214,000 financial planners on LinkedIn. All right. Now, when you start reaching out to some of these people with the first message, the first connection message you send, you're working with them. All right, first, there's a process to working with financial planners. First, you got to be connected. Then you got to find out what their status is, what they're looking for. Are they open to anything else? But that's part of the working with these people process. So you're not lying when you say, I'm working with financial planners. Now we could filter this down. Looking for opportunity, financial planner. And you have 1,700. Now, because they have the word looking, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're looking for a different opportunity. It could be that they're looking for clients. All right, so this person is looking for a new opportunity. Now, this one's in Egypt, so we could come up here and we could say, let's search in Canada, search in the United States, and let's search in the UK. So now you're down to 1,000. Now again, getting 10 on a page. So we're looking for a financial planner that is blatantly open and looking for something else to do. Okay, now this person is an aspiring certified financial planner, but you can't get to her because she's out of your network. So here we go. Financial planner. Open to work. So again, the first question you want to ask this person. Now they're in India. In 2017, they were in India. When did they move to 2021? Came to doing something in Canada. But again, you're starting the process. You can say without any hesitation, without any qualifications, you're working as a personal planner, a financial planner you're working with. But we have to see how active they are. Now, the last time the person did anything was a year ago. Go over here, look if he posted anything. Nope. So in this instance, I would pass. I would pass. We scroll down the list. And remember, even if they're not flat out saying they're looking for work. All right, here's something outside your network. Anybody that's been doing financial plan. Okay, knows, let's see how long he's been doing it. So he's been working for this company for 6 years. Raymond James. So the question is, what did he do before he became a financial planner? Why did he become a financial planner? And another natural question to ask would be, again, to transition to what you're doing, Brandon, many of the financial planners that I work with on LinkedIn are all generating a side income stream working with a network marketing company. What companies have you worked with? You're not selling. You're not trying to push your business on anybody. You're asking a simple question. And excuse me, but if you don't get this how to use this information to start talking to people in any profession and introduce them to a company that's going to generate some income for you, you might as well jump off. Go watch the Cartoon Network, okay? Because you're wasting your time. There has never been in the history of network marketing a faster, simpler, easier way to build a business. You want to be successful in network marketing? Number one, you got to be passionate about the company and the product. Passionate to the point where you would tell people about it even if you weren't getting paid. It doesn't matter. Second, you want to be working with somebody that is successful, somebody that knows how to build a business, someone that knows how to train, somebody that is familiar with all of the tools that the company that you're working with has to offer to make your job easier, somebody that can give you credibility with the people that you're talking to. And third, you need a company that has online tools so you can share the opportunity with people. And that's it. That's it, period, end of story. Well, today's the last day of January. How many people did you talk to last month about a business opportunity? Now, I'm asking this in general terms to everybody that's either watching this now or that's watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn or on my YouTube channel. How many people have you introduced a business opportunity to in January? More important, how many people are you planning on introducing your business to in February? And the beauty of this whole process, when you think about it, is while millions of your competitors are being taught the nonsense that sales is a numbers game and all you have to do is talk to enough people, so go for no. Just go out there, and there are people, there are people in your company that are going on here, and they're just slamming everybody with, hey, this may or may not be for you, but would you be interested in making some side money? Without making any effort to learn enough about the person. And it doesn't work that way. Instead of going for no, say every time somebody tells you no, you should pat yourself on the back. I got another no. I got one more no. It's going to get me closer to getting a yes. I got to go through 99 more no's, and then I'm going to get a yes. It's kind of stupid, don't you think? When you can easily filter down the people that are out there. And here's the concept. Instead of going for no, go for yes. For every 10 people you start talking to, before you're halfway through the conversation, you're going to know whether or not you even want to bring up the business. Instead of 1 out of 100, how about 1 out of 10? 1 out of 10. That's all you have to do. And I'm curious if let's kind of come back over here. So here, now she saw this, but she didn't answer you. Okay, she didn't answer you. So we're going to pop over here. And let's get our little. Now we're going to add something to this. I see. Now, the truth is, say now I sent it, but I didn't, that first sentence that I put in there didn't go. All right. Now, the truth is you're done with her. You're done. You're done with her. Okay. There is no reason to waste any more time with someone. A growth mentor. Sure. Sure. You want to talk to people that communicate with you, period. End of story. Her agenda is simple. She's online trying to find people that she can sell to. She's not worth another nanosecond of your time. The only reason.
Oops.
Okay. The only reason you want iBoomerang. Okay.
Wow, that got a response.
Okay. Now, in a private session, you and I will talk about iBoomerang.
Okay.
But you see, she's got 1,108.
That guy, Felix Vargas, he reached out to me. No, he commented on one of my posts.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, he thanked me for nothing to hide.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna kind of let that, we're gonna let this one sit because again, you got her attention. And this is what it's all about.
Okay.
It's all about conversation. Okay.
Yep.
It's all
Thank
about
you.
making that decision as quickly as you can. Do I want to continue to talk to this person? Or do I want to talk to somebody else? And the sooner you make that decision, listen to your inner voice. Listen to your inner voice. Because you have plenty of people to talk to. Talk to the people that respond. Talk to the people that give you the answers that you're looking for. And here's the other thing to keep in mind. You're looking for people that know how to communicate. The people that type, that express themselves on it. If you're going to build a business on a social network, you have to be able to communicate, period. Now, the wonderful thing is, in boot camp, we give you the scripts that you could basically copy and paste, but you have to edit them. You have to make them personal to the person that you're talking to. You have to personalize it. You don't have a sense of humor? I'll provide you with enough jokes and enough things to, you can use my jokes. You could use my responses to build your business. Now, today is a holiday. Okay. It's not a question of responding right away. If we wanted to get into a little bit of a philosophical discussion here, it's not about responding right away. I don't care whether it takes you 4 weeks to respond. But if I ask you a question, answer it. You ask me a question, I'll answer it. So again, Jackie, what you're in the process of mastering is A, how to communicate with people, how to identify quickly whether someone's really a candidate, a prospect for your business. And of course, the question is there synergy? Now, the other thing you want to remember is that establishing relationships with people takes time. It doesn't take much time. So by sharing posts, by sharing information, by demonstrating to Monica, who I'm sure has been in more companies than iBoomerang and Beachbody. So what other companies have you worked with before? You want to learn about that. Now you got her attention. And this is the way it works. Now, she may not get into your business, but maybe people that she's connected to end up connected with you and they get in your business. Or she may decide around the Memorial Day weekend, she's watching you, you're tearing it up, you're having a ball, and you're clearly doing something right. She may come back, she may respond to one of your posts. So Monica, how's your iBoomerang business going? So what level are you in iBoomerang? What other network marketing companies have you worked with? How are things going for you on LinkedIn? We're not trying to sell them. Might be better to hop on Zoom for a chat, don't you think so? We don't have to respond. Okay.
Okay.
But understand that that LinkedIn has a built-in Zoom right here. You want to jump on a Zoom. Well, you got to put makeup on, you got to comb your hair, you got to fix yourself up. And when somebody wants to do that, and there's a half a dozen reasons why, might be better to hop on a Zoom for chat, don't you think? Yeah, maybe, perhaps when I've learned a little bit more about you and it's just as easy to learn everything you need to know about people right here. So what you do is you do the side step. So we agree with it. Sounds like a plan. As I'm sure you are. And help everyone rank advance.
Wow. Off to a great start, right?
Uh-huh.
Off to a great start. Great.
Now, you always want to end with a question. This is called the sidestep.
Very
Yeah, we
good.
can do it later, and then boom, let's and you learn a little bit more about them. You're probably good for maybe 2 or 3 answers, and after 2 or 3 more answers, learning about the other person, you're going to learn enough about her to know you don't want to waste your time. Now, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that we did here that you can't do. And I'm talking to everybody that's watching this, listening to this. You're learning a dance, period, a dance. No, you ask her a question now, she's going to answer. We'll be back at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We'll
Thanks,
jump
Max.
some more accounts. And Jackie, you're more than welcome. Let's see what she says. And then I've got to jump. There is nothing, absolutely nothing keeping you from going to the top of any business you're in. Nothing. Nothing. But your own lack of activity. And don't let somebody tell you you have a mindset problem. You want to fix your mindset? Okay. Now, we're not going to answer her right now, but we're going to come back and we're going to tell her the name of your company. We're going to tell her you've been with the company for 28 years. But see what I'm saying? You ask them a question, they're going to come back, they're going to ask you the same question.
Right.
So this is predictable. So she's also busy. Good for her. We will be back at 4 o'clock this afternoon, folks. If you haven't registered for boot camp, do it today, because as soon as you register, you're going to get access to the recorded sessions of our January boot camp. So you can get started right away. Until next time, best of luck in building your business. God bless. And Lawrence, I'm looking forward to our first session. We're going to have it in 30 minutes. Catch up to all of you next time.